Hey, welcome back to the CogYard. Although this is the office at the CogYard, it's where all the business happens. I am absolutely pumped. I am so excited. I know it's late. I know it's Friday night, but I had to get this out. I had such an amazing week of firsts, launches, things that happened. As you're aware, it was last Friday. I put out that first real, maker video about, how I rebuilt the CogYard or built the CogYard down in the storage unit. The comments I've gotten back on that, from people in person, from people I've met, and a couple online. Okay, heading in the right direction. Got a lot of work to do. Absolutely know that, especially with color correction. I've actually ordered a new camera so that I won't have an issue. So now I have all matching cameras all through the studio. But then, what was even probably cooler was I launched that. I also launched a new website over at CogYard.com. That was a lot of fun. I love building websites. It is a blast for me. I love the technical challenges that are involved and everything that goes on with it. So that's pretty cool stuff. So that is launched. Also, along with that, watched an amazing video by Ali Abdal that really put me on to the right way to do things. I mean, I've been consulting on this stuff for years, but suddenly a light bulb can go off and you realize that there's a new way, there's a better way. Things have changed a little bit. And so if you go to the website, CogYard.com, one of the things you'll be able to do is sign up to receive a weekly email from me, which will have in it my thoughts and findings when it comes to creativity and inspiration, things I've seen that, that I find worth sharing. And so I will go ahead and pull that stuff together that I find through the week, because honestly, I love finding it. And I will get that off to you. Just head over to CogYard.com and sign up in the email. And then also, it's some of the little things like, when you're at the website, you can actually watch my videos there. All the YouTube videos are added in there, and they are archived, and you can see them right there. But in addition, I wanted to have something so that people could actually, subscribe to my YouTube page directly from subscribe to my YouTube channel directly from my website. And so I got that working as well. So, these are some of the fun things. But I also went to ComicCon, and I spent 2 days there. And what I did in those 2 days was I was interviewing makers, creators, artists. And I tell you what, I found a lot of people that weren't. They were salespeople. And they weren't actually creating anything new. There wasn't, even one where I'm talking to someone, there's some beautiful artwork, and I'm talking about the artwork, and I asked a simple question, well, what does this represent within your art? And I get, I'm not the artist. We just represent 4 artists here, and we sell their stuff. And that just deflates the heck out of me, because there's no one there I can talk to, no one I can ask about their art. And so I was getting kind of frustrated walking around the floor. And then I sat down and I started, sitting at lunch and stuff. I sat down with people who were obviously makers, obviously creators. They were wearing stuff, or they were doing things that were just like setting them out from the rest of the crowd. And so we're talking, and, when I open this channel, the intro video talks about what creativity is and what my idea of creativity is, and how it's the reorganization of things you already know about, and you can't actually imagine anything that you haven't seen before, and all that stuff that I got into in that video. And I realized that, son of a gun, I'm coming at this the wrong way. And at the same time, I'm thinking, if I'm going to, doing this maker thing, because I've got this long list of projects that I'm going to be working on. I tell you why, I am so pumped to show you guys this stuff. But I'm going to have, I don't want to put out an episode every Friday and just do schlocky work. It's not what I want to do. This is going to be more about the inspiration, more about the feeling, more about the sound of my dog drinking out of his water bowl. That's the clinking you're hearing, and I'll never be able to get rid of that in post. But I want to do it every other week. And then it dawned on me, it hit me, that I do want to have weekly programming though. But why should you all just sit there and listen to my idea of how creativity works? That's crazy. Okay, I don't have a monopoly on it. I don't have some, down from on high. That didn't happen. And so for me to even think about it is just like way over the top arrogant. So what I'm going to do instead is, starting next week, they're already scheduled, for the off weeks when I'm not making something, you're going to have interviews with other makers. And I'm not just going to be going, oh, show me what you make. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that cool? Where can they get it? Okay, that's fine. That's not it. I'm going to dig into the making process. I'm going to dig into their mindsets. I want to find out what makes their creativity tick, because I want to find out if there is something more than what I thought creativity was. And this is an opportunity for me to really just investigate and discover what makes creative people creative. And so what you're going to be seeing in the CogYard is going to be 1 week of a maker episode with me in the CogYard, and you'll get into my brain and how I create and how I do things, and the fun I have doing it, and the stupidness and the silliness and the mistakes and all the other great things that go along with that. But then in the off weeks, which may become the on weeks, I'm not quite sure which way it's going to go, because all of this is just an experiment. In those other weeks, we're going to be interviewing artists and makers and creators and geniuses and inventors, and what is it that motivates them and makes them work. So this whole program is evolving just beyond my wildest expectations already, and we're like 3 weeks into it. This is crazy at this point, how much of this is just flown together, and it's gelling as I come along. It's like finding the perfect piece that fits into the thing you're making, and it just completes the whole project for you. And so I am so excited about what we have coming up in the future weeks, and the projects I have to do. Oh my God, I alluded to this out on social media already. I was going crazy because I saw something. I was cleaning up a huge stack of debris that I have, and I really can't call it anything else. But I found this item, and I'm like, oh my God, this is exactly half of something that would be freaking amazing. And I swore I had 2 of these, but I couldn't see the second one anywhere. I go on eBay even, and I find that it's there, and I can buy one if I really, really need one. And I'm like all excited about that. And lo and behold, well, I didn't have to buy it. So we'll be getting into that. There's just so much that we're going to do. So many things we're going to be able to, take off with. And I am so excited. So do me a favor, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you get notifications when these things come up. I love it when you get the little red circle next to your subscriptions that shows the new content is available. Do that. If you want to, sign up to receive the weekly email. And again, you can do all of this right from CogYard.com, or if you're watching this on YouTube, obviously you can subscribe right there. Just mash that button, smash that button, hit that button. There are so many phrases everybody uses to talk about. Just go ahead and subscribe, okay? Just do it. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna learn about how to be more creative together. And I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. So until next week, off and away.